And we're back. The sun is rising in the east, guiding Cal and his friends' direction and compass towards Veronica's family, the Brotherhood of Steel, who have secreted themselves away inside some bunkers, hidden inside the hills and mountains behind Cal. Hopefully, this is a pretty uneventful adventure, and the worst that they have to deal with are the rather unfortunate powder gangers who've decided to pick a fight with someone well above their pay grade. Now, Veronica.
What's up?
Let's chat.
A lifetime supply of Fancy Lad snack cakes, revenge against my enemies, and world peace. In that order.
Interesting that you chose world peace last. I'm not going to judge. But apparently you don't have any info for me on the... Let's go.
Let's.
I was hoping you'd be willing to, well, give me a bit of insight as to what I should expect. Trespassers will be shot. Cool. In my line of work, that's expected. At the same time, it is equally expected that the trespassee is more likely to get shot and killed than the trespasser. The trespasser usually being myself. Is this your bunker? Is it quite literally just behind a chain link fence? I'm rather annoyed at how stupid this is. Okay. So there's a couple of scorpions. Anyone can just waltz on in here. You realize that, Veronica, right? Like, how is this... Where's the security? The gate wasn't even locked. Like, come on. I expected better. Here's a... That's one bunker. It's a interesting...
Uh-oh.
I can't be bothered to waste my ammo on them. That's right, Veronica. You go punch those scorpions. Did you kill it? Yes, you did. Let's go in here. Is this the right one? It's the only one I saw. Don't see any traps. Okay, so we should be fine. Well, fine-ish. Oh, I can get through that pretty easily. Yeah, nothing. That's a waste of time. Presumably, this is not the right bunker. Unless your family caved in the entrance. Which, from what I've heard with the Brotherhood of Steel, wouldn't surprise me. However... Oh, there's another bunker there. Okay. Maybe it's this one. You could speak up, Veronica. Alright. Fight apathy, or don't. You suck. Billy rules. Ban the bomb. Steve was here. You know, it's actually kind of impressive that this artwork has survived, because I'm assuming your people are not the artistic type. More on your security. You should lock these doors. The only door that was locked was hiding a collapsed area. Tunnels and bunker area. Everything else I can just walk into. Come on.
Hold on, I've got this.
Okay.
I'd like a large atomic shake and a double Brahmin burger. And easy on the agave sauce this time.
We gave you a password, Veronica. It's for your safety.
I know where you live, Ramos. Open up.
For Pete's sake. Opening up. Welcome back, Veronica.
What's up?
Anything you want to talk about?
I was young and I needed the money.
Never mind.
Darn it. I had some spectacular answers coming too.
Yeah. Let's
See you around.
head on in. Okay, I guess I'll go in first. Well, hopefully they're not the shooting. That had better be target practice. Hello.
Listen up. I'm in charge of security around here, and I can't say I'm too happy about having an outsider waltzing around. But since you came in with Veronica, I'm inclined to cut you a little slack. Just behave yourself, and we won't have any problems, okay? Oh, and the Elder's going to want to talk to you. He's on the 2nd level. Just take a right once you get down there. My office is right here in case you need anything. Just ask for Ramos.
Fair. I'm gonna be upfront with you. 1, armor's pretty cool. 2, I do not plan on angering people in mechanized armor. Seems rather stupid, and a very quick way to shorten my expected life significantly. Bunch of turrets. I was only half paying attention. That's inaccessible. Must be caved in. Pardon. Bunks. I probably shouldn't root around through their stuff after having just come in. Seems rather ill-advised. Some sort of cafeteria mess hall. How many people are in this place? Can't be that many. Maybe a fair amount. Come here. Oh, actually, curiosity gets the better of me. Oh, it's a school? Initiates.
The principles of fusion are relatively simple.
Don't believe him. Hello.
We just had word that the town of Prim is now part of the NCR. At this rate, they'll be running the whole region soon.
They basically do, and you're hidden in a bunker. So it's not
Then
like
you
you're,
bring your 2nd unit up to provide covering fire, like so.
it's not like you're doing anything to prevent it. Hello.
Sorry, but I'm a little busy here, if you'll excuse me.
It doesn't seem like it. Whatever. Oh, I don't know where that person went. Whatever. Is what it is. Sorry, Veronica. What's this way? Bathroom? And a bathroom. Alright. I want to see your armory / firing range. It's making a lot of noise. Oh. Hello. Can we chat?
Go break.
Hello, you must be the outsider everyone's talking about.
Word travels fast.
I'm Linda Schuller. If you ever need medical attention, this is the place to come.
I assumed. So, like, you a real doctor, or what?
Yes, I handle all medical needs in the bunker. If you're ever wounded, I can treat you. For a fee.
Of course.
Normally I'd just be the base's medical officer. But my other duties say otherwise.
What do you mean by other duties?
I'm this bunker's head scribe in everything but name. I supervise the research teams. I collate the reports. I attend the meetings. But for reasons beyond me, that buffoon Taggart still gets the title. And don't get me started on that little pet of his. Everyone around here knows what's going on there but her.
You don't seem to like him, do you?
I don't appreciate how much harder I have to work to cover for his tendency to focus on his personal projects. I try not to think too much about his personal proclivities.
Okay.
Bye.
Breaking hearts there, I see, Scribe Schuller.
What do we have here? Oh, it's just the other end of the bunks. Hello? Hello? Interesting. Ah, hello.
You must be the stranger I've been hearing about. Sorry, but I'm strictly forbidden from offering our tech to outsiders like yourself.
Rude.
Besides, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah? Busy?
Sorry, outsider, but I'm not allowed to sell you anything without the elders say so. Besides, I'm a little busy right now.
One, I wasn't interested in buying yet. I had things to maybe sell you. I was more curious on what kind of job you had lined up keeping you busy. Something of a hired gun myself, and would have been willing to help for a fee. But that ain't gonna happen now. This way.
Hey, Torres.
I don't see anyone, Veronica. Oh, hello.
McNamar's done a pretty good job, given the situation he was handed.
Okay. Hello.
Look, this isn't a great time. Oh, what the hell? It's not like we're making any progress. I'm Ibsen, and I hope your day is going better than mine is.
Depending. I've had better. I've had worse.
You and me both. The Elder wants this data store operational pronto, but it doesn't look like the damn thing will be working anytime soon.
That's mighty unfortunate. Out of curiosity, why?
One of our exploratory patrols, back when we had exploratory patrols, found a data disk in some ruins out in the waste.
Okay.
Well, we finally got around to cataloging the damn thing and got shut out of our own data store the second it loaded. Turns out it had a virus on it.
That sucks. Why don't you have any patrols anymore?
Oh, there are patrols, just not exploratory ones. We've been in a state of lockdown for, well, let's just say it's been a while. The only time anyone gets to go topside is guard duty, or to gather provisions. Other than that, it's steel walls and fluorescent lights for us.
That's unfortunate. That's happening. But why?
That's not really for me to say. It's a bit of a touchy subject. You should probably forget I mentioned it.
No promises. You also said something about some virus.
Yeah, some pre-war jackass with too much time on his hands apparently decided to inflict his misery on those around him. It's scrambling all the terminals here at the moment. Luckily, we only use this section for storing historical data.
I'm not great with computers. However, is there anything I can do to help? Hit it with a hammer? Scare it with a gun?
I suppose it couldn't hurt to get another pair of eyes on this. Maybe you'll be able to come up with something coming at it fresh. While the entire system is infected, the virus itself is spread across 3 terminals. The problem is that it keeps moving periodically. We'll have it nailed down in a terminal or 2, only to have it jump to another set of terminals before we locate the 3rd.
That's really unfortunate. For you. Okay. So what do I have to do? Just, like, find it on the 3 terminals before it jumps?
You'll need to locate it on 3 different terminals in this area in 1 minute. Any longer and it'll jump, and you'll have to start all over. Locating the virus would probably be nearly impossible, but the pompous little bastard that wrote it made things a little easier for us. Normally, terminals infected by the virus just display gibberish, but we found that terminals the virus moved to had some real data passed to them. We were able to decrypt the data and discovered that it was just messages from the virus's writer taunting his victims. When you find terminals with those messages, lock them down and move on. Find 3 of them before the virus jumps, and we'll wipe the damn thing.
I cannot promise anything, but I will attempt.
Best of luck to you. I'll tell the others to take a break so they don't get in your way. Oh, and I'll keep track of when it jumps for you. To maximize your chances, wait for my signal before you begin.
Okay. You two better not get in my way. Oh, maybe. Let's not just mess with power. Okay. No. I'm assuming it's not that. Nope.
The virus just jumped. Find which terminals it went to.
Okay. Not the first one. Nope, not that one. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Move, you fools. I'm doing important stuff here. Isolate. This one?
10 seconds.
Oh, you're kidding me. Like 10 seconds left? This is stupid. Come on, come on. No, I've only found one.
Damn, it's jumped. I thought we might have had it that time.
That's generous. Get out of my way.
Don't work too hard there, Ibsen.
This way it is. Two heavily armed and armored guards. That's kind of cool. Not my thing, but cool. And a very important looking desk. You must be McNamara, is it? Hello. No, you don't want to chat? You waiting for her, I assume?
Hello, Veronica. How goes your mission?
We'll know in a second. I wanted to talk to you.
Veronica, tell me this isn't about...
Yes, goddammit, it is. But you're gonna hear me out this time.
We've been through this.
The things I've seen now, other groups succeeding where we fail, it's not too late for us.
We've outlasted the end of the world. We'll outlast these upstarts.
Waiting in a hole for everyone else to die.
If we must.
This is a dead end for us.
I see no evidence of that. Nor do I see anyone out there with a solution to our problems.
How could you? You're too scared to look. Let's go. We're wasting our time.
When Paladin Ramos informed me that Veronica was approaching with an outsider in tow, at first I didn't know what to think. After giving the matter some thought, however, I've decided that an outsider could be of use to me right now. However, I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be allowed to leave here, though you'd remain Veronica's responsibility. What do you say, outsider? Are you willing to help us?
With what, may I ask?
Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit. with you being one of the few exceptions.
Yeah.
In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing recently, and the news of their disappearance has not yet been widely spread to avoid undue concern. In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover what happened to them.
Don't you have, like, recon teams or something like that?
The less who are aware of this situation, the better. My brothers and sisters were deeply traumatized by the losses we incurred several years ago.
At
It
Helios?
would be imprudent to worry them unduly without first discovering the facts of the situation.
Fine, I'll look. But it's gonna have to fit somewhere in my to-do list.
I'm glad I can count on you. Oh, and one other thing. The patrols each had a holotape detailing their missions that you can use to track them. The shielding of the bunker prevents us from actively tracking them, but their positions should show up on your map once you get to the surface. Should our worst fears become realized, please bring back all 3 of the holotapes from the patrols. Otherwise, bring our brothers home. I've given the order that you be given access to some of the equipment our scouts and patrols have scavenged over the years.
Nice.
You won't be allowed to purchase any prohibited equipment, but hopefully some of what's available will prove useful to you.
Yeah. Veronica?
What's up?
Anything you want to talk about?
It's a free wasteland.
I guess not.
Let's.
So one of a few things have occurred here. Boys and girls. Defection or death.
So,
Oh.
you're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Name's Hardin.
Yeah.
I'm the head paladin of this chapter.
Good
I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. And he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say?
I don't really have much reason to trust you. How do you plan to rectify that?
Why should you trust the Elder? I'd recommend
Fair.
listening to both of us and choosing whom to trust for yourself. So are you willing to listen?
I suppose I'll humor you.
As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown. No one
Yes.
goes out except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years. And those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning.
Why?
Morale has plummeted as time has gone by. And many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations. And all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed.
That sounds dangerously like a coup. But what about Veronica? I get the very distinct impression that she's able to come and go as she wants.
Veronica's a special case. She handles the procurement of supplies. If we didn't let her and those like her back in, we'd all starve. If the Elder could manage it, he'd shut them out as well. And all in the name of security. Which is why we need to replace him.
Speaking of security, it's kind of lacking. Your entire area is protected by nothing more than a chain link fence and some unlocked bunker doors. I suppose if they got as far as that secondary door, even past that, there's a bunch of heavily armored and armed isolationists. But you yourself said that you haven't seen combat in a while outside of training simulations, and I gotta say, I'm sure the simulations are nothing like the real thing. Have you not brought this up to him yourself?
Of course I have, many times in fact. The Elder has an open door policy and will listen to advice on any subject save this one. He refuses to see that our isolation is slowly weakening us. Aside from being our duty, going out on missions is what kept us strong. And because he fails to see that, he must be replaced.
It's mighty, strong. And I suppose you'd nominate yourself for that position, wouldn't you?
I would. I'm the senior-most paladin in the chapter, and have more combat experience than any 2 others here put together.
What about 3?
I'd gladly support another candidate, but no one has the courage to step forward and make the attempt, so it falls to me.
Right.
I would put this chapter back on the right path, if I could just assume leadership.
What is the right path? What is your proposition to get on the, quote, right path?
I don't know. I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent regarding the dismissal of an elder and come up with nothing. The people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of McNamara's strongest supporters, so they refuse to help me, which is why we're having this conversation. An outsider such as yourself would arouse less suspicion asking questions about such matters.
Would I, though?
The fact that the elder has some tasks for you means his faithful won't suspect you, and you have a line open to the man himself. In short, you're in a perfect position to help me. Will you at least think about it?
What is my incentive in helping you?
If I become elder, the lockdown will be lifted, and we'll once again be able to send patrols out into the wastes. We'll become powerful again. And when that happens, it will be good to have the Brotherhood as an ally. Good enough?
Not quite. I will hold no preconceived notions against you and your thoughts, but I cannot guarantee that I will or can help you.
That'll have to do. I'd recommend going to see Ramos first. As head of security, he's more familiar with our protocols than anyone else here. You could also try to find something relevant in our data store, though last I heard Scribe Ibsen is having a bit of a problem accessing it.
Yes, he is.
And if McNamara should give you any tasks, I'd ask that you kept me abreast of them. Report anything you find to me, and we'll move from there.
I'd slap him around, but he stood at my parents' wedding. Plus, he used to make excuses to get me out of my punishment when I'd slept through head scribe Taggart's lectures. Figure I owe him for that. He means well.
Based on what I'm seeing, and what I've gathered from some of the other members, whether or not he means good by what he's doing does not necessarily justify the effects that he's having on the Brotherhood. What now?
I'm not giving up. He wants evidence, but he'll never go looking for it. He's scared I'm right. He'll never listen unless I hold the proof right in front of his face.
I seem to remember you mentioning a Father Elijah.
Our elder before McNamara. He had a nose for recovering lost technology. He'd send scribes out into the desert chasing whatever leads he found. There were a few he only trusted me with. I can think of at least one that'd prove my point, if it still exists.
Okay.
There's a comm terminal not too far from here I'd use to access messages from him. If we go there, I can pull up his research on it.
Let's do it. Do you think that McNamara will listen at all?
He's a stubborn old man, but when it comes down to it, he's got our best interests at heart. If he sees some indisputable sign we're on the wrong course, he won't ignore it.
Okay. What could we bring him that would change his mind then?
I don't know. We need something that shows the Brotherhood will fail, or that it can do better a different way. The only thing that gets his attention is technology.
That's all that gets any of their attention.
Maybe Father Elijah had the right idea.
And what is our end goal?
That's my question to the Elder. All these years, the Brotherhood has collected weapons technology. And for what? To keep it out of people's hands? That clearly hasn't worked. To defend ourselves? We can't compete with the NCR's numbers, or the Legions. We're fighting a war for a lost cause. If we're gonna survive, we have to find a role in society, attract new members.
Yeah. And How would we do that? How would you do that?
Look at the followers of the apocalypse. They use their expertise to improve people's lives. They train them to be self-sufficient.
Bingo.
That expertise cultivates respect and gratitude, spreads their ideals, draws talent to their cause. They make friends like we make enemies.
Yeah.
But they don't know a fraction of what we know. If we took on their role, we could stand up to anyone. We wouldn't have to hide.
Well, you make good points. Let's head on out, see what we can do.
I'm with you. Being around here isn't the same anymore.
Yeah.
What is this? Veronica brings an outsider into our home, then has a private audience with the Elder?
Yup.
The two of you may have the Elder fooled, but we know better.
Is that so?
Veronica has always twisted the Founder's principles to her own ends. We will not stand idly by and allow her to corrupt our Elder's thinking.
I hope
Sorry
you've been
about
practicing
that.
your drills.
Just because I love them doesn't mean some of
It's
them aren't
dangerous
assholes.
outside.
Yeah. Yeah, head paladin, what's his face, was talking about trying to oust McNamara. I, for one, prefer the French method. It involves a very sharp blade dropped from a very tall height. Maybe we should try it on those 3 tin cans to see if it works.